Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host Eben, and today we're back with another awesome cold pour. We've done several gear loops. We've even done some oil burning demonstrations where we try burning some oil. Today, boom, we're doing the power steering fluid. This is a multi-vehicle power steering made by AMSOIL. It's synthetic, and well, let's go ahead and start pouring them into the cups. Oh, and I almost forgot, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, tap the notification bell. That way you'll be able to come back and watch all this important information for your vehicle later. So this is going to be AMSOIL Power Steering Fluid Synthetic versus Prestone Power Steering. This is a stop leak. I got this at Walmart. This meets all the Ford, Chrysler, GM specification. Well, let's go ahead and pour them in. Let's do it. Let's see what they pour like. I'm going to pour them nice and high, and let's see how much air. Let's see how much air goes in the fluid. Look at that. Look at those air bubbles, all right? And that has to do with protection. The less air bubbles, the better. Now we'll crack open our Prestone. Pop our seal in. Let's see. Boom. Let's do the same. Shaboom. All right, we'll take our temps right now. Let's see what we got. 74. 76. Well, let's get them in the deep freeze. All right, into the deep freeze we go. Here we go. There we are. I'll show you the temp of the deep freeze. -5 degrees. There you go. It's real cold. We'll see you back in about 24 hours. Oh, and by the way, before we do the cold pour, I wanted to mention something. This is my 59 Cadillac DeVille, and I wanted to mention this actually takes transmission fluid as the power steering fluid. So definitely, before you just go sticking multi-vehicle power steering fluid in, double check. Make sure it doesn't take transmission fluid. Actually, quite a bit of Fords and a lot of older cars actually take transmission fluid in the power steering. All right, it's that time. Let's go over to the freezer. We're going to be doing our cold pour on our two fluids. Let's rock. All right, it's been 24 hours. Let's see what our temps are. Let's take a look. Here we go. -10, -8. Here we go. Let's do it. We got our AMSOIL in my right hand and Prestone in my left. Here we go. 3, 2. Move this over a little bit. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Look here.
See? So what do we got? What's it look like? Little jelly over here a little bit, huh? All right, let's mix them up and take some temps. Here we go. We'll start out with the Prestone. Let's see what the temp is. 6 degrees. 11. Here we go. Let's see what we got. A little bit of air bubbles. Let's try the AMSOIL. Let's see. feels a lot lighter on the motor. Let's go back to the other one. Let's see. Notch number 1. Wow, that feels a lot thicker. It feels more like honey. Let's see. Let's go back to the AMSOIL. Yeah, that's like water almost. So that's the parasitic drag on your power steering pump. And we're actually going to show, not only is this thicker when it's cold, when this actually oxidizes, since there's mineral oil in here, that actually breaks down and thickens quicker. So when you run your power steering fluid for a long time, which it's important to change it out, I would probably change it out every other year. And with something like this, you'd probably want to change it out even sooner. But this synthetic will really hold up better in the high heat. You'll have better bearing protection. Your power steering will flow better. And those are some of the specifications this oil, well, you could say it's a hydraulic fluid, is good for. And you'll notice a lot of mechanics will actually say, you know what, just use automatic transmission fluid. Well, that's what this car calls for. I'm going to show that to you right now. Oh, and definitely make sure you subscribe and also tap the notification bell. You'll be notified when we come back and do another video on the 59 Kitty. We're doing a lot of really good videos on her. She's getting hot. Oh, by the way, I wanted to thank you for watching my content. I really appreciate it. If you're really enjoying it, if you could give it a thumbs up, it really helps out the channel. Also, if you can share it with a friend that's learning about vehicles or needs help taking better care of their vehicle, it would mean the world to me if you could share it with them. And I wanted to mention the logo. We're getting it going. Everything's really coming around in the channel. I appreciate every like, comment, share that you've given me. That means the world. And well, thanks. So this is the ATF fluid that goes in the power steering. Come on over, take a look. This is the 100% synthetic Signature Series ATF fluid, multi-vehicle. You'll see all the specifications it meets and exceeds. And you'll see how it's good for double the severe service interval. And that's the ability to fight oxidation. So this fluid just doesn't thicken. It doesn't basically burn and have a chemical change. And it circulates very well. And we're going to do a cold pour test with this, showing it compared to some others. And this is what goes in this power steering. So this is my 59 Cadillac. Take a look at the power steering here. This is it, a reservoir. And take a look inside. You got the red power steering. That's what's in there, and you'll see the cap. Little residual on the cap, that's the ATF. And that's what this takes. So definitely check out, see what your car takes. And I definitely recommend you go with the AMSOIL. You'll feel a lot better, smoother steering. And you'll also take better care of your steering pump. It'll last longer, the seals will last longer, and you'll get better gas mileage because there's less parasitic drag on your whole entire drive belt. So you'll see over here, this drive belt actually runs around the power steering, runs around the crank, around the alternator, this case it's a generator, and also your fan. And the less drag you have on your engine, the better gas mileage, and it'll actually run better when it's colder. And we've done several videos on gear oil on this channel, so definitely check out all those other cold pour tests. I'm going to put those up in the corner, check those out, and also at the end of this video, check that out. And I wanted to mention one more thing with the preferred customer membership. This is the best way to get the AMSOIL products at wholesale, and you get this quarterly magazine where they go through all the products, how they're better, the fuel additives. They show graphs on it, so everything's scientifically proven. It's not like it's just someone saying the products are better. They really are better, technically. And they're all third-party tests. So it's not a test where just AMSOIL does the test and no one else does it. It's a industry standard test like API, American Petroleum Institute, down there in Texas. They test all this stuff. And as a matter of fact, AMSOIL was the first to be SAE certified. So this is their new compliance that they're doing, the GFB, and the technology, and this is what they're doing with the new oils. And they have it for all the different vehicles, ATVs, UTVs, snowmobiles, you name it, pretty much everything out there they have it for. And I love helping people with the products. And I've been using it now for 5 years and love it. I actually started with the Signature series. This is the Signature that I first put in my C5 Corvette, and that's 100% synthetic. And that is the bearings compared to a OEM oil and AMSOIL. And here's the oil volatility. You'll see how it doesn't burn off and thicken. And that's what gets you the better gas mileage and the breakdown, viscosity breakdown, compared to all the other oils. So you'll see it's leaps and bounds better than Mobil 1. So truly a sensational product, and love talking about it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can call me anytime, 702-472-3614. Happy to help you. My name's Eben, and we'll see you back on the next cold pour video. Well, the only thing left to do is cheers to the liquid cherry. That's what we call this stuff, the liquid cherry. And if you want to watch videos where I put it in transmissions, up here in the corner, right here, I'm going to put my transmission playlist. Check it out. Well, we'll see you back next time on synthetic oil protection. Cheers to protection, protection, protection.